This is our '84 Buick Grand National. So this video will cover a few different things. First off, there will be a very slow-paced walk around of the car. Following that, there will be some shots of the interior, under the hood, a couple clips of the car revving, and then at the end of the video I will show close-ups of all of the cosmetic blemishes on the car. So we purchased the car from the original owner in late 2018. He had purchased the car new here in Chicago in 1984. He was a traveling salesman, and over the 10 or so years that he daily drove the car, he put about 114,000 miles on it. In the mid-90s, he had the car painted, done to a very high standard. There's no paint run, no dust under the paint, nothing like that. Presents very well. There are some blemishes that you'll see close up later on in the video, but they are mostly bubbling along the rocker panels. The car does have a little bit of bubbling down there, so something to be aware of. Obviously, the rear plastic filler piece, you can see it there, is busted up. We do have a good relationship with a local body shop that can get new ones and paint them and install them before we ship the car out, so just let us know. But the glass and light lenses are all clear and crack-free. Body's really nice and straight. There's one little door ding on the driver door, but other than that, very nice and straight. The original owner parked this car in 2014, and it sat until 2018, so after 4 years of storage, we took it out, did a pretty comprehensive inspection, and tended to the immediately necessary areas. So we replaced the power steering pump and all the associated hoses, did the oil pan gasket, timing cover gasket, repaired a brake line, changed the oil, air filter, bled the brakes. You will see that stuff listed in the description. As it sits now, it's a solid driver, could use some brake work. There's a very, very slight hesitation when you first get on the throttle. You can hear that in the revving clip that's coming up. But with a little bit of attention, this could be a very, very nicely sorted driver. Has a slight exhaust leak from a rust hole towards the back of the exhaust. Doesn't make the car wildly loud, but it is there. Interior is the highlight of the car. No kicked open markings on the door panels, no cracking or warping or discoloring on the dash. Digital display works very nicely. The fan and heat are functional. The R12 air conditioning is not. The radio is also not functional. There's a pretty serious sound system in the trunk that is not functional. As the original owner was a salesman in the music business, he had to have a top-of-the-line sound system, but it's too bad it's not functional, because it looks like it would have been a good one. Seats are fantastic. Even the cloth outer bolsters really show no wear. 84 was the only year of these two-tone gray leather and cloth seats, and we really like them. So you can see both the passenger and driver, pretty mint. Very comfortable, nice and adjustable. Carpets are in good shape, as are the floor mats. Original, never changed. Rear seat, equally clean. The rear headliner is nice and tight, and the dealer installed T-tops are in nice shape. And now close-ups of all the blemishes on the car. You can see the paint has a really, really nice finish to it. Then when you get down low, this is probably the ugliest part of the car, the passenger forward corner of the rocker. There's a good bit of bubbling under the paint. You can see a little bit there starting to form at the rear of the passenger rocker. Little scuff there over the wheel well. Then, of course, the busted up plastic filler panel. Like I said, we can have this fixed. just let us know. Some more bubbling and flaking down there by the exhaust pipe. Overall, a fairly nicely presented one owner, 114,000 mile example. A couple little blemishes. You can see the finish of the paint right there. Just so good, mirror-like. Little door ding, little scratch. Then on the rear quarter, there's just a chip.